that's Issue Boy. Then Dark Smith for God, that was my old intro. Diane Senpai here.
And Willie Bow.
And we're going to do a review, a combined review of
the whole season of Orange is the New Black.
Season 4.
13 hours and 17 minutes straight.
Probably more than that.
Probably. But that's just all I can figure of watching Orange is the New Black Season 4. 13 fucking hours.
The darkest season yet.
The season that made Willie Bow cry.
It made me tear up. Now the plot, as you know, is, they're on the lake. And they hired these new guards, and these guards are from the military, and they have no regard for, the prisoners, and they don't treat them like humans.
They're animals, but they're not.
Yeah, and I like how they tackle this issue in this series, because, what does happen in prisons, it happens probably all over the world. Like how people will treat them like animals, and like, they don't have a voice and all that stuff.
I know that my uncle who worked in a prison, he said that you see a lot of prison guards treating people like animals.
Yeah. And like it kind of tackles the issue of racism in a way, because it was one episode where I think it was Cindy or Cindy or whatever her name is, big cookie, Mickey Mouse looking girl. She said that black people can be racist too as well, and I agree with that. Like, of course, anybody can be racist. Any race, anyone. If
you a color and there's a person a different color of you can be racist. I don't give a fuck if you purple. You can be racist.
You're still a goddamn racist.
You racist! Worse than the 50s over here. I am. Anyway, but the
characters, as you know, we'll divide our characters up. And leave the one that we all like for last. Hensley. His life was fucked up.
Hey, Henley.
Yeah, him.
Officer Henley. Yeah, him, Caputo, still over here becoming the warden and everything, and fucking shit up for the prison.
I can feel in that season, he's going down a path that I don't want him to go down.
He's going down a path that fucks shit up, and he's probably not going to be warden no more.
Probably.
And I'm going to say that. But yeah, let's see, who else? Rosa did not show back up. There's no sign of if she's dead or if she's alive or what happened to her. That she was not mentioned at all in this season.
You get two new characters, with two old characters, coming back. Sophia and I forgot her name.
Who?
The crack girl.
Pennsatucky?
No, the one who's in Shoe and came back. But she was on crack.
A lot of new characters in this season. We got a lot of new people that were shipped in from another prison. And that's another thing. They have to double up on everything. Shifts on freaking lunch and shit.
Your security.
Security, everything. There's new guards that come in. They're all dickheads. New people from another prison. Just a bunch of shit. And that really shows how the race war starts.
Because there wasn't much race war with the original cast.
Because there wasn't that many people.
Exactly. And Hyper's little thing, as the character, Hyper's development as a character, and she went from being, with this badass, Apache Lord, a gangster, which got taken out, like episode 4 or 5, like
with,
quick as shit.
Miss, what's her name, the little Asian woman. Over here, everybody coming back from the lake. I'm a gangster. Okay, Miss Real OG.
Real quick.
fuck her life up.
Like, I like how she's returning back to the old paper from season 1, and her development with Alex is really good because, you know, they haven't really hit it off, you know, really well last season. And you got new stuff with a so you know, character, which I don't really want to get into because that might be that'll be a long video.
So is a lying bitch.
Yeah.
She runs and tells the Miss Celebrity woman who comes to prison that Pusey's
A gangbanger.
gangbanger. Her mom's a dopey. Her dad's a dopey. Their whole family sold drugs and stuff. Actually, when her mom actually had a master in education, and her dad was like
a private
something or other.
Like this whole bunch of different characters' backstories, Mexican woman, Mexican woman's, more Crazy Eye with that kid. Oh, that's like she took a kid to her house because you want to make new friends, right? To her house, and she didn't understand that he wanted to go home, and he went on this edge of the thing, and he fell off and died, and that's why she's in jail. Well, it's based on more of each character's story, backstory.
It shows a lot of how people are ending up in prison.
And, it's not rushed. It's not like, it's like goodly and paced, structured in each episode. And we get down to our final character, Pusey.
Or Pusey. You see more of her life, of how she's free and everything, and how she felt free and all this. And it all ended with the knee of a guard.
Yeah, and it just shows you how much of a character she was, because, that fucking ending, which I'll get to later, because, it shows more of her backstory before she went out of the States into Germany and France. And it shows you how big of a character and how big she was loved by the fans and the people in the show. So, all good development for characters, good interactions, and I don't want to fucking know what happens next.
If season 5 is not the end of Orange is the New Black, I will be surprised.
Because you got someone pulling a gun on somebody for the finale, and if that would have ended there, I would have been so pissed. But I'm happy that it ended with Pussy looking at the camera. And I must say, a good, beautiful look, super happy look, when it panned out with a Pussy, and her just looking on New York, and her turning at the camera. Because it softened the blow.
Yeah, from the riot and everything. And Caputo lying and shit. And then the guard coming back and everything. And just, I feel that next season will be the end.
It has to end. Well, it has to end that Hyper has to get. Well, Hyper is the main character, and she has to get out. Because she's not going to be in there forever.
Who knows? There could be 13 seasons of this. I don't know, and I'll watch every one of them too.
Yeah, we watched this fucking thing.
13 hours.
13 hours.
And pissing and smoking and crying at the same time.
I almost cried for the ending.
I did. I let it go like a little bitch. I'm a bitch. People at YouTube, if you have not figured it out yet, Willie Bo is a bitch. He will cry when needed. And run. And call the law. But yeah.
In my opinion, it's one of the best, seasons of Orange is the New Black.
I agree. But I did not like the ending. I want to know who the fuck wrote it.
So yeah, I would rate this season as like a 8.5 out of 10.
I'd rate it about a 10 out of 10. So it's a really good season. I agree with you. It's the best season out of all that's been here, but it fucked me up because the ending was so strong. And that's the reason I give it a 10. Is because it had good pace. Everything was on key. Everything. It wasn't like one of the previous seasons.
You're like on season 2, like they have Hyper in his prison, and when you took it back, it was like
where you're popping from, oh, here's this character, boom, here's this character. And this season, everything is all combined. All the characters of their different stories and everything was combined.
And was done like more neatly and more nicely.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is our review of How to Do Black Season 4. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give us a like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to Woody Bow.
Yeah, and R.I.P. Poussey, you will be missed. But anyways, give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. And always and forever, do not forget to stay Willy.
She broke the fourth wall, by the way.